Why did external interference create Latin American caudillos? Imagine a young country just freed from colonial rule, trying to find its footing. Now picture outside powers stepping in, not to help build a stable government, but to protect their own interests. That's what happened across Latin America after countries like Mexico, Argentina, and Colombia gained independence from Spain and Portugal. External countries like Britain, France, and the United States often intervened in these new nations, whether through military force, economic pressure, or political meddling. Their goal was usually to control trade routes, access natural resources, or secure strategic locations. But this interference didn't help these nations grow strong institutions. Instead, it created chaos and confusion. When the colonial system collapsed, there were no clear rules or strong governments to replace it. Power vacuums appeared, and local military leaders or landowners stepped in to fill the void. External interference made this worse by supporting or tolerating these leaders because they kept order and protected foreign interests. These leaders, called caudillos, gained power by commanding armies, dispensing favors, and appealing directly to local communities, especially in rural areas where the government was absent. Caudillos were often charismatic and used personal loyalty rather than formal laws to stay in control. The legacy of Spanish colonial rule also played a part. Colonial governments were highly centralized and authoritarian, with power held by a few elites. When independence came, there was no strong, organized government to replace this system. Caudillos emerged as figures who could combine military strength with personal charisma, filling the leadership gap. External powers liked these leaders because they provided stability that allowed foreign businesses to operate and protected their strategic interests. But this meant that instead of building stable, democratic institutions, many Latin American countries relied on these strongmen to keep order. So, external interference created a cycle of instability, dependency, and social division. It prevented the development of lasting political institutions and made caudillos the default leaders. These leaders ruled through force, patronage, and personal loyalty, often ignoring the needs of the broader population. This pattern was a direct result of the post-colonial challenges Latin American nations faced, where outside pressures and internal divisions combined to favor strong, personalist rule over institutional democracy.